Hello, hello, hello. I'm back, new and improved. How y'all doing out there? Uh, hey, I've had a interesting last week. I actually didn't take as much time off as I would have thought, but then again, you get you get 14 hours sleep, which actually I didn't mean to. A couple hours of that was actually meditation. You get plenty enough sleep, you get meditation, you'll start to clear things out, and you'll be able to know more, to see more, to be better connected to everything. Um, yeah, I thought I was having some issues, but really what it boils down to is sometimes we take so much time, either whether it be helping others or everyday lives, whatever it is, we invest so much into other stuff that we don't take time for selves, and that's what I was doing. So I took some time for myself, did some meditation, got plenty of sleep, and not too long ago, just sudden burst energy. Felt like jumping up and down, woohoo. um, but I'm gonna go over a couple things. I just wanted to say one thing because somebody had asked me this about how you go through an awakening. Now, years and years back, people used to you either go see a guru or some kind of yogi, or maybe did a Kundalini awakening or whatever. But that stuff is not needed now, okay? The energies have changed for a reason. Universal consciousness, Christ consciousness. Get excited, people. We are in the midst of a beautiful thing, okay? Um, you cannot force an awakening. You are like on a schedule. You will awaken when you are ready. If this stuff's interesting to you, hey, fine. Keep reading on stuff. Keep yourself aligned with people that are this way. If that's interesting to you, and your awakening will come when you're ready. And trust me, you'll know when it comes. I knew when mine came, and well, for me, I say it's a reawakening, but that's a whole nother story. But anyways, I wasn't even looking up this stuff. I just knew when it came. Okay. I'll grab my glasses here real quick. Yeah, I'm all full energy tonight. uh, yeah, you can't force awakening. Let's see here. Do 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 do. Yeah, all right. But anyways, there's a lot of things going on in the world. Um, as you can see, look out your window, look on your TV, whatever. Some things might seem upsetting and get to you. Don't let it. See, what we all got to remember is no matter what is happening in the world, that we've already tipped the scales to the other side. Universal consciousness, Christ consciousness is happening, period. That's just all there is to it. And like when you see a lot of the crazy stuff happen in the world, I mean, whether it be people dying or whatever it is, just remember this is a physical, the physical manifestation. This is the physical part of a being. Okay, we're not human beings per se. We are, as been said many times before, spiritual beings having a human experience. So you see this stuff. You see the horrible things. You see people die and stuff. That is the physical makeup matter of that person. Okay, that person will come back and go on. All right. So don't let the sadness overtake you with all the stuff that you see in the world. I'm very empathic, and that stuff happens to me a lot. Well, it used to. Okay, but I know no, I shouldn't point here. I know right in here what the truths are. You know, you die tomorrow, you'll come back again. We all have the chance to relive again, and the things that we didn't learn here, whatever it may be, we have a chance at all this stuff. So what it boils down to is a lot of what's going on in the world is taking our attention off of our true spiritual nature. All right, we need to stay in the love. Okay, no fear. Fear is nothing but a bold-faced lie. It's not even. It doesn't exist outside of, well, in lower. in lower dimensions. But outside of the 3D, you know, like 4D, once you get up in certain, it does not exist. Okay, it's part of the construct of here, you know, the duality thing, all that stuff. You know, there is no reason to really be in fear too if you're in the proper alignment with what your higher self has for you. There's no reason to be in fear. You know, if you're pushing the love energy, you know, you're not combative, you're not hurting others and stuff. Hey, you're gonna be fine, you know. And now I'm not saying go out and do something real stupid. Go, well, you know, if I have no fear, well, let me jump off this and see. No, let's not get kind of weird here. But just to go through life having fears of whatever, you know, whether it be the stuff that you got to do the next day, fear of something happening to you. Fear is going to block you from being able to truly get to where you need to be. Don't live in fear. Another thing I keep seeing is, and even some people out there trying to teach others, you know, this says this and this is what this means. And then they'll go into a little thing with somebody else on it. And then next you know, you start seeing arguing and stuff, okay? And I know some great people who are doing stuff and not meaning to cause any kind of issues or anything. They're just trying to teach. But it's causing division. Just like with a lot of theories that are put out there, you know. Who really cares if the Earth's flat or round? Who really cares if we made it to the moon or not? Who really cares if the moon was actually created by the universe or if it was created by the Anunnaki, which is a theory I've heard. Okay? Interesting stuff to ponder, but why argue about all these little things? See, what people are not realizing is there is, you know, whatever you want to call them, you know, the New World Order, the Cabal, the Illuminati. There is a group of people that are laughing, going, it's working. Look at this. We spread this shit around and look what's happening. They're all dividing themselves. The hell with that. There ain't no division. I love all of you. We are all truly from the same source. There's no reason to argue on any of that, you know. We know what the main truths are. You know, what we call source, creator, God is pure love energy. That's where we need to stay. That's when you get closer to your higher self, closer to source, closer to all that is in the universe. Become one with everything around you, you know. So I'm sorry, I keep scratching like that. And this thing too, I'm thinking of growing my first full beard in the middle of summer. I don't know. Just decided maybe I'll let it grow and see what happens. But we'll see. You know, between this mustache getting kind of out of there and this, you know, I'm always doing stuff like this. So maybe I'll shave it off here soon. But you want to just pay attention to what's going on around you, okay? And I've had to watch stuff too, as far as like even with comments or people commenting on my stuff on Facebook. I had one guy get on there and said, "Hey man, lay off all the dope." Well, I'm not on anything, you know. Yes, I am a medical cannabis patient, but right now I'm on absolutely nothing. I don't take any kind of medicines. I don't drink. I don't do nothing. But I let it kind of bother me, and then something really off the wall was said, and I let it bother me. Why did I let it bother me? It's just words from somebody who, come to find out, has their own things going on. And I let that bother me? Well, that's just silly. That's not my problem. That's something within that person. I should have just let it go. But I let it bother me. See, that's what I mean. No matter what it is, what kind of things out there, don't let it get into you and become the core of who you are and change you around. I mean, I was finding myself not just feeling a little like saddened by things going on in the world, but I was starting to feel myself getting aggravated enough to be like, well, no, man. Why? Take a peaceful, nice, loving man and turn around and just by watching stuff in the world and seeing stuff around me and a few comments, let myself get out of place. That's silly. I know better than that, but yet it happened. We ain't perfect, you know. As far as the human nature of us ain't perfect. So, you know, this stuff can happen to anybody, but we've got to make sure that whether we're posting things, trying to teach things or whatever, we don't get offended. We don't push our views. We don't do anything that could cause division, between us. All right. And taking time to yourself. Sometimes you get, a person can get overwhelmed. When your brain feels like it's going brrr, and anything around you is starting to annoy you, it's not the things around you. You need to take time to yourself. Whatever that may be. Go out in nature. Awesome. Nature's a great one. If you can get out in nature, go out in nature. If you feel that you just need to rest, rest. And drink plenty of water too. Man, I've been drinking a lot of water. Of course, it's summertime and stuff, but I ain't been sweating that real bad, but I've felt the need for water. Your body says you need water, just drink it, But don't get into these different things that could cause fear, that could cause division. Stay in the love vibrations. It is very important. There's a lot of changes going on right now, and there has been within this last month as far as energies and stuff. And, from everything I'm seeing, it's a clearing. From what I'm seeing and what I've been told, it's a clearing thing, which makes sense. Clearing the rest out of you that doesn't need to be there, okay? So if this has happened to you, take some time off. Let that stuff clear out. Say, this is not part of me. Remember, you want something, it all starts in here and here. Believe it. Make it real within your heart and within your mind. Your reality is your reality. What you see out there is a product of what goes on in here. You want it to change it in here. Say, I don't accept that as part of my reality. And use the imagination. You want things within your life, there's things that you need, bring it into existence by way of your thoughts. Sure, you might have some things that you have to do a little bit of physical work with, but it's not going to become real if you don't feel it to become real, So use that imagination. Bring them things into your being, Make it part of you. And don't say, I would like, I'm gonna, it's I am, I'm gonna get better. No, I am healthy, I'm gonna be financially stable. I am financially stable. Now, anybody who knows the laws of success and all that stuff knows that stuff works. It's the way you manifest anything into existence. It's just the way it is. I know, I've done it. I've seen people do it. So you've got to keep mind and heart right and clear of all the garbage. All right. You do that. Take some time out every so often. Meditate. Get your sleep. You will get the messages. You will get them. As long as you don't have the blocks, you will get the messages of what you need to do. Don't let anybody tell you what to do, because we all have our different ways that we have to be able to do these things. Not everybody's path is going to be the same. That's why, you can't have somebody says, okay, what steps do I have to take to go on my spiritual journey? I can't tell you that. What I can do is tell you what's worked for me to be able to open up so that I could get my own answers. And that's the way it is. Not everybody's going to have the same path. So you want to listen to anybody in life, listen to higher self, And anything I say, I'm not saying take everything I say and go, oh, well, he said it. Well, that's true. Look it up. Look it up. I don't care if it's my best friend or my mother. I look up everything. My daughter, if I tell my daughter something, I say, that's fact, and she looks it up, I'm proud of her. Don't just take somebody else's word for it. You'll know what the answers are to everything once you get the clarity to be able to connect with your higher self, to connect with the source energy and everything. That's it. We've got to remember, stay in love. Don't stay in fear, okay? And don't just take everybody's words on things. Go into higher self. Go into yourself. You will get your answers. Pray, meditate, whatever you need to do, Just stay in the love. Don't stay in the fear. Don't, get into these arguments. That's just creating more division, And watch what you put into your mind and stuff. I mean, it's kind of there's a lot of music that I used to listen to, and by raising my vibrations, it ain't like I just said, well, I shouldn't listen to that. No, 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 no. We're not going to church here. We're not going to tell you this stuff sins, because that's a bunch of BS. It's all how it affects you, and that's what happened to me. Some of the stuff that I was watching and had as entertainment, once I started raising my vibrations, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna jam this, and I start jamming it. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god. I'm like, ooh, like I gotta turn that off, because it just made me feel nasty inside. So what I do? I stopped. Sure, I might have went from listening to extreme heavy metal to Native American flute music, but I'm happy. That's all that matters. And man, I'm sorry, my brain. Well, it's not brain. I'm just after coming out of this, I'm just kind of all over the place. But y'all just remember, your truths are within you. Okay, stay in the love. Don't let fear overtake you. Don't do anything that's going to divide you from your fellow people, because that is exactly what these higher powers that want to control the world. That's what they want. That's why a lot of the things that's happened in this country here in the United States, like between the police and different shootings and stuff, and then you'll start seeing all these people protesting, and you'll have some peaceful protesters, and then people looting and destroying stuff. And this is being done on purpose. There's a lot of crap being spread out there to divide us. We don't need division. We all need to unite and stay within that love energy. I know I'm talking on and on and on. And gratitude. Gratitude for all. Okay, there's stuff that showed up in all of our lives that I'm sure looked at and went, it's terrible. That is a matter of perception. Really look at it and see what happened. Because I'm going to tell you what, I've been through a lot of stuff like a lot of people. And you know what? When I look back on them things, I realized this was all part of the growth. Without those things, I would have not grew and became who I am. So even the things that may look the crappiest to somebody on the outside, to me, were growing opportunities that I have gratitude for. Love and gratitude, majorly important. Those are like major keys to happiness. Once you can do that, you'll be a lot happier. Instead of going, I didn't like that, and this was wrong, and that was wrong. Nah, think back, man. Find the lesson you learned from it. Find that lesson and go, I have gratitude for that. I am much better because of that. I have learned and grown because of that. That is a big major key. I mean big. Once you're able to do these things, it is freedom. And especially like if you're deeply empathic, okay, and you go outside in the world, you turn on the news and you see horrible things that look horrible to you, that make you sad, that's not good. But if you can get to the point where it's like, look, a lot of this is an illusion anyways, and what stuff is happening, even if you do say to yourself, well, this is pretty real to me, it's physical beings, the physical being part of us that disappears. Any of these people that like you see horrible stuff happen in these countries where they'll like darn near annihilate whole groups of people and stuff. It's terrible. Yes, it looks that way. But here's the thing: them people are soul. They are a soul energy living this human experience. They will go on to live again and be able to love and learn and all that. So just remember that when you see all this stuff happen in the world, and even some of the people that we see doing horrible things out there, I could give one example, but I'm not, because it might be going in the realm of politics, and I don't go into politics, and I don't want nobody getting upset, but some of these people that you may look at and go, man, that person is messing everything up. They might actually be doing some good, because I know of one right now that's actually getting a lot of people irritated, but he's waking people up. So even though you may think that's bad, really look into it and see what's going on, because I've seen that, and it's like a lot of people complaining about this one person. I'm like, yeah, but that person is causing masses of people to wake up. Well, that's awesome, And you got to think too, these people that do these things that you may not like, or are trying to control things, okay, that's low vibration crap. We all know how the attraction thing works. Them low vibration frequencies are going to attract more low vibration frequencies. That's just the way it is. So these people will cause their own issues. We don't have to do anything about it except for sit back, hope that they correct themselves or correct whatever behaviors it is, and reach out to us. You know, even the person that could be looked at as the worst individual by some in the world, that is a bunch of stuff that was programming of the world. When we start out as a spirit being, we're not like that. That stuff's not in us. So everybody's got good within them. And I don't care who's did what in the world. If a person said, look, I see the error in my ways. You got my love, period. That's the way it is. You know, everybody's got my love. And we should all be that way with one another. But anyways, I'm just going on and on. I just want to let you all know, hey, I'm back. I'm all right. And because of what happened with me, I want to share a little bit, you know, of the experience to let y'all know that no matter what, you can come back from stuff, period. You know, take some time to yourself, rest. Hold on. Yeah, get plenty of water, and just watch what you take into yourself. Watch your discussions with others. You know, don't do anything that's going to cause any kind of division. Don't live in any kind of fear, and don't look at the news and look outside and go, the end of the world's coming. No, man. Universal Christ consciousness is coming. That's celebratory. Am I saying that we're all going to wake up tomorrow and everything's going to go, and then it's like rainbows and bunny rabbits and shit? Probably not. There's going to probably be some more silly stuff that happens out there. But don't live in fear. I mean, just don't. I don't live in fear. You know, I know I let some stuff get to me last week, but mine was more frustration and sadness than it was fear. But those are not good too. Anything that's that negative stuff, get it out of you. I'm going to tell you what, you'll feel so much better and have so much freedom if you believe in total unity and no judgment whatsoever. I mean, no judgment. You know, I mean, don't even look at the world's worst, the leaders out there that are doing stuff as far as people go, that person's horrible. That's judgment. Don't do that. That's just creating more division within you. Have no judgment. Only love and gratitude. No judgment, no fear, no division. We are all one, truly. We are one. Remember that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Much love to everybody. Peace be with you, and have a beautiful evening or day, whatever it is in your part of the earth, and I'll be talking to y'all later. Peace out.